Hello everyone, JSGC here, and we are here for the Manchester City transfer update, delivering another Manchester City transfer update. Got a huge update on the potential incoming of Joao Cancelo in this video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Very big update on that one with an imminent transfer for Manchester City. But before we crack on with this video, make sure if you are interested, you press that red button, subscribe, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Make sure also if you are interested, you can go and check out my social media links, which you can find in description below and popping up on screen too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. And also make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below and leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. So we're going to crack on with this video, and I'm going to be talking about one of the longest transfer sagas that we've had going, but probably since the start of the summer 2019 transfer window. It comes in the form of Harry Maguire. We have had a completion upon that deal, and he definitely will not be signing for Manchester City, that is for sure, as he is signed for Manchester United in a deal worth over £80 million. City, of course, were willing to go up as high as 70 million, 80 to 85 million pounds is signed for Manchester United from Leicester City. I imagine he's on a big wage. He has signed a 6-year deal at Old Trafford, and he also has the option of a further year. We also know what happened to the last person that signed a 6-year deal at Manchester United. A player that definitely will not be signing for Manchester City, though, will be Harry Maguire. Now, we're going to move on to the Joao Cancelo update here. A lot to say on this deal. A lot's happened in the last 24 hours. So, here we go. So, the Cancelo update is he attended yesterday the Juventus training ground, then left shortly after. Heard rumours, 15 minutes he was at the Juventus training ground before leaving. He's expected from yesterday to have travelled to Manchester and was just waiting for word in Manchester that he had arrived, and the deal is believed to be somewhere between 27 and 30 million pounds plus Danilo involved in that deal. Now, some sources in the UK, they were saying that City was still in talks with Juventus. However, Sky Italia and Damasio were insistent the deal was done. Damasio said yesterday the last details were being completed. That has now been completed. We're on to the medicals. We're expecting this deal to be announced within the next 24 to 36 hours. Remember, like I said before, £27 million, I think roughly, is the initial fee, with Danilo probably going to be a few million in add-ons, which means £32 million. I know that personal terms needs agreeing with Danilo to go to Juventus. The last details I've got on that is that just the last bits of details need ironing out for that transfer, and we are expecting Danilo. Some were saying last night, this morning is what I'm expecting, Danilo to travel from the UK over to Turin for his medical with Juventus. And word from yesterday, done our plane tracking yesterday evening, there was a light aircraft, a private light aircraft flying in from Turin. Saw a wonderful thread on it yesterday on Twitter from it, absolutely brilliant. The light aircraft did descend over the UK and indeed landed in Manchester. Could that well have been Joao Cancelo? Sources were saying that Cancelo is now in Manchester. That's according to Sports Witness, and he's staying in Salford at the Lowry Hotel. His medical could have been last night. Word I'm hearing, Joao Cancelo's medical is today sometime. We're expecting this either to be announced later on today, or we're expecting it to be announced possibly into tomorrow. I'd stay tuned for later afternoon, early evening of today. City have announced deals then, but my feeling is this will be announced probably tomorrow. Like I said, City will not want this going into transfer deadline day. The signing of Joao Cancelo to Manchester City now is completed. It is imminent. Medical needs completing. Deal needs announcing. Exciting times. Love to know your thoughts of that in the comments below. Are you sad to be losing Danilo? Are you happy to be signing Joao Cancelo? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We've got a new name on the ins for this. Quite a strange one. A player called Hakan Evjen, or Evjen, I hope that's how you say his name. He plays for Bodo Glimt over in Norway. I know absolutely nothing about the Norwegian league and I know nothing about this player, but I have been doing a little bit of research. Now, just before I get on with that research, it was being reported that Manchester City had some scouts. A couple of scouts were watching him score twice, apparently, in an away game in Norway in the Norwegian top division. That's as much as I know about him. He's a 19-year-old right winger, can play in central midfield too, having a great season in the Norwegian top division, playing 14 games, assisting 3 and scoring 6 times. Decent, in my opinion. A strange but interesting link there for Manchester City with a Norwegian prospect. Whether they plan to sign him and loan him, whether they want to use him for the youth academy or see him for Manchester City squad, I do not know. But other than City scouts watching him, we don't have much more details on that. But if I do get more details, I will let you know first and fast. We're going to move on to the outs now, and we've got an update on Danilo. Now, Danilo's update is deal agreed according to Sky Italia. Personal terms, little bits just need ironing out. They're expecting him to fly out to Turin this morning to attend his medical. Once we've got word that Danilo's in Turin, I imagine that Joao Cancelo will be at Manchester City doing his medical. Like I said, I'm expecting that to progress throughout the day. Would not surprise me for that to be announced later afternoon or this evening. My feeling is probably tomorrow they'll do a thorough medical and then they'll do all the announcements, they'll get all the presentations done, and then they'll just wait for clearance from both clubs that the deals are done and then announce them more than likely at the same time. So that's what we're waiting for. Sad to be losing Danilo, happy to be gaining a player of good quality like Joao Cancelo. Now, last update on the outs, we've got an update on the American Erik Palmer-Brown. He was getting linked with FK Austria Wien over in Austria, of course, and now it has been, as expected, signed on a season-long loan. So the best of luck here to Erik in Austria. An interesting loan move, and it'll be interesting to see how he gets along over there for the season. Now, not got an update as much on Leroy Sane. He's continued to be heavily linked in Germany at this moment in time with a move to Bayern Munich. Some sources are suggesting that a deal won't be worth €150 million. They're still insisting on it being 100 to 110 million euro, which is roughly around 95 to 105 million pounds, which is still miles short of what City were looking for the 135 million pounds. Apparently, his girlfriend's happy for him to go over to Germany now. He's happy for him to complete the deal. They've got personal terms agreed, £330,000 per week, but still, with only a few days left of the transfer window now until transfer deadline day, and that window shutting at 5 PM on Thursday, they're still not made a bid. Bayern Munich haven't. No official bids come into Manchester City. They'll go in low. If they do go over bid, it will immediately be rejected by Manchester City. To me, this deal, while it sounds close and everything's getting bigged up and built up, isn't anywhere near as close as what people are making it out to be. That's my stance. City want a lot of money for Leroy Sane. Bayern Munich are going to have to pay a lot of money for Leroy Sane. I question 2 reasons. Are they going to pay it? Number 1, can they afford it? Have they got the money there to be able to do that? And number 2, if you're going to be heavily invested in your squad, it isn't sensible to be doing that on just one player in the form of Leroy Sane. I've got a feeling Bayern Munich will play the patient game here, unsettle Leroy Sane, maybe come back with him in the winter and try and sign him on a cut deal price, or come in possibly next summer and try and sign him for a lot less. 1 year left on your deal, you're holding the cards, you might be able to pick him up for a lot less that City are demanding as of right now. 2 years left on his contract, doesn't sound like a lot, but it's still 2 years, and it's enough to Man City to demand 130 plus million pounds. As it stands, Bayern Munich haven't made a bid. All the sources in Germany can say whatever they want. My understanding of this deal is no bids. This deal isn't close. Time's running out for Bayern Munich if they want to sign Leroy Sane. Leroy Sane starting in the Community Shield suggested to me Manchester City see him here for at least the upcoming season. We're going to keep an eye on them developments. We're expecting Danilo to leave, Cancelo to come in, 24 to 36 hours, that should be completed. I imagine all focus will go either onto the outgoings and loan players, or outgoings, of course, with Leroy Sane. I will keep you up to date with that every step of the way. Make sure, if you're interested, you press that red button, subscribe, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Make sure also, if you're interested and want to stay up to date immediately with things happening with Manchester City transfer news over the coming days, make sure you go check out my social media, in particular my Twitter, link in description and popping up on screen. If you want to go and follow me on there, I'll keep you up to date with everything happening with Joao Cancelo, with Danilo, and also, of course, that Leroy Sane deal and any other deal. So make sure you go and follow me on there if you so wish. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all again for the next daily Manchester City transfer update tomorrow. So I'll see you then. So it's been JSGC. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.